Now Samuel.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Play action. Now Purdy. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now Purdy.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out on around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Purdy now to throw. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Eluding the pressure right.
They throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Back to throw, Purdy. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Purdy tosses out wide, complete.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk from 4 yards out.
And the Niners are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they gave up the touchdown.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Barkley. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over here.
The usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This is Samuel.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Purdy looking to throw.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
2nd and 5.
Now Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Here's Samuel.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. On 4th down, here's Purdy.
Gets this one to Juszczyk. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, 36 yards.
And the 49ers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
In motion, that's Tolbert.
Prescott to throw it. It's caught. Tolbert. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37.
They run again with Dowdle.
But he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
In motion, that's Tolbert. A running play, it's Dowdle.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
In motion goes the tight end.
They run here with Dowdle.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
On the run, it's Dowdle.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Dowdle is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Here now, 2nd and 4. You see Purdy, he's going to shift them around.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Second down and 4. Shotgun now with Purdy. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Purdy from the gun.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 35 on 2nd down.
Purdy, that's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Connects with Kittle underneath.
Down inside the 10.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Throwing, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Here's Prescott.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb.
42 yards.
And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 26. Connects with Kittle underneath. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Purdy now to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the things we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early, and very early on here, We're seeing a defense is showing they're going to continue to break pressure.
They smelled that early 3-and-out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion.
Purdy on 4th down.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That were a first down pickup of 8. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard,
Touchdown, 49ers!
Christian McCaffrey,
58 yards.
and the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
the concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, trying to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30.
Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Prescott now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going? That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Here's Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to throw, Purdy. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And he will get back to at least cover. There's certainly a sigh of relief there, but his offense going to be set up deep in their own territory now.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it, and I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
In motion, the tight end. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll buy some time right.
And this one too low.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And that will be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Now Prescott.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down.
Oh, have some regrets on that one. Right there for him, and he dropped it. Still, terrific anticipation to see the screen and get to a spot early enough to nearly pick that one off.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
To the 20.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Now 1st and goal.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey.
This for the lead in the final stages. And this one is right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing, Purdy.
Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Purdy to throw.
Escaping the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Purdy to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Purdy to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense so strong all afternoon long, well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Here now, 3rd down.
Back to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
He's got room to roam.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And we are underway from Santa Clara.
And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there. Right to the air is Mahomes.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. First and 10
at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Purdy.
That's Samuel, caught left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Here's a run now with Kittle.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
No score after one on EA Sports.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. In motion goes the tight end.
On fourth down, here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Oh, some strong running. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Now Purdy.
Flushed out right. Staying on his feet. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Purdy looking to throw.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 17 yards out.
And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point try now for Moody.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Purdy now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Connects with Kittle underneath. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. But he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And shutting him off, now open field. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Now Mahomes. This is caught.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Purdy
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out right at the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And throwing here, Purdy.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 3rd and 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 21-14. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here in Santa Clara, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th.
Oh, look at the juke. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now here's Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Still on his feet.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball.